Media over QUIC is interesting. Media over QUIC is the most interesting evolution I've seen in media delivery in the last 15 years. It's adaptive segmented media was the big change in 2010. And now we're starting to see leveraging QUIC. And why is QUIC different? QUIC has parallel streams, as many as you want. You can have 100, 1,000, and datagrams as your transport layer. And then over that, we have a pub-sub distribution system that can move payloads. And one of the payloads that's efficient at moving in is media payloads. So we're building a solution. And video, if you think about it, the encoder is producing video in this perfect order, right? It's the iframes and p frames, and they're coming out. And then we cut them into little blocks. We throw them in a big box. They lose their order. We write a text file to tell you how to recreate the order. We throw that over the wall. The player reads the text file, pulls the objects, and tries to resequence them, and then sends it to the decoder. Whereas media over QUIC is far more direct. We just take the bytes as they're coming out of the source, and we push them to the subscriber. So it's a natural match to how live media works. But if you only use it for real-time media, in other words, to duplicate the conversation we're having now, which it's very good at, by the way, and you're going to see a lot of demos coming out, and I can show them if anyone's interested at the next trade show. But it's tunable latency because we combine the live with caching. So if you want to play 5 seconds behind live or 15 seconds behind live, you can retrieve it from the relay's cache. And if you want to play VOD, you can think of it as infinite caching, or it's content that is never going to change. So VOD is just on the continuum of live, but it's right at the end to the point. It looks no different to a live stream that's finished. I've archived it, and now I'm playing it back. So economically, if the same distribution network can serve all those types of content, absolute real time, sub 200 millisecond, 500 to 1.5 second interactive live, and then higher live as well as VOD, now we can monetize the bytes coming out of that across the infrastructure, and it's cheaper for everybody. So I think I'm particularly interested in media over QUIC and its ecosystem of new streaming formats, new encryption formats, new authentication and token usage formats, because it's all combined. I think it's quite an exciting departure from where we are today.
Yeah, I'm happy that you gave that preview, because I know that, everywhere you go, you take every opportunity. It feels like, anyway, maybe not literally, but to evangelize.
I was not going to discuss media.
To evangelize media over QUIC, and it's something that I guess I'm curious about as we look at as architectures are changing and systems are being built differently. Does it open up? So this, I'd be curious to get your comments on this.
To be careful, it's not curing everything. People are going to carry on using HLS and Dash because their business is running just fine, and the end consumer doesn't care what the protocol is. They see a block of rectangle, and if that works more reliably and at a better price than some other newfangled thing, no company is ever going to adopt it. So Mark has to offer a compelling benefit to even make its way into the future, and I'll be very clear about that. It has to, and I think the benefits will start with real time and they'll expand, but it's not going to be an immediate conversion by any means.
Okay, yeah.
Economics is king for all our businesses.
That's right. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.